Hi, I'm Tessa Falcons, and welcome back to Off the Gridiron Butler Football. Today we have with us Matt Shilz, a fifth-year senior quarterback. Welcome, Matt.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so where are you from?
I'm originally from St. Charles, Illinois. I moved there when I was 5, so I call that home. Grew up there and went to St. Charles North High School and came to Butler.
Okay, and you played football, you ran track, you played baseball. Like, what made you choose football as your sport of choice, I guess, for being a collegiate athlete?
Yeah, growing up, football was the first sport I played when I was a kid. I started playing when I was 6 years old and been playing for the last 16 years now. But going through high school, something about Friday Night Lights just stuck with me, and just loved playing for the crowd and loved playing under the lights. And I loved baseball too. I actually gave up baseball sophomore year of high school. And then focused on track for my last 2 years when I knew I wanted to focus on football to kind of work on my conditioning and speed and just stay in shape during the off season. So. Okay,
and you were also looking at other PFL schools. Dayton was a top choice, but overall you decided to choose Butler. What about Butler made you come here?
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people talk about just having that right fit when they get on a campus, and for me it was three things. It was close enough to home where I could go back and see my family. And it was the right size too. I didn't want to go to a really big school. Second thing was that I was able to play football. Football was a dream that I've had since I started playing football to go play in college. And finally I wanted to have a business education that I knew would set me up successfully for the future. And I've received tremendous education here, and really looking forward to what the future has in store.
Great, and you are captain this year, so congrats.
Thank you.
This season.
Thank you.
What are your expectations? What's your outlook? How has your attitude been affected by becoming a captain this season?
You know, first off, it's a great honor to receive that, you know, honor from your teammates, and just knowing that they look up to me and they trust me with having that captain's honor is tremendous, and I owe them tons of respect, and I admire everything that they do on and off the practice field, whether it's academics and football. You know, we're all working really hard towards winning a PFL championship, and as a captain, one of the 4 captains, you know, it's our job to kind of make sure everyone's leading down that right path, and we all have that same goal in mind. And you know, I'm joined by 3 other great captains, and you know, we really just want the best for this team and leave this program in a better spot than where we found it when we all got here.
Yeah, and you guys had your first PFL conference game against Campbell 2 weekends ago, and how was that? And it was homecoming too. So what was the atmosphere like?
It was crazy. It was one of the best atmospheres I've been around since I've been here at Butler. It seems like the next game is always better than the last one though. But yeah, being homecoming and the first PFL game, there were tons of fans there. There was tons of energy there. And Campbell was a great team, and we knew that we were going to have to play a full game, full 60-minute game, and we weren't just going to be able to roll the ball out and try and compete, but we had to fight till the very last minute.
Yeah, you threw the game-winning catch. Actually, you threw it, and I think Brandon caught it, which was awesome. That was should have been SportsCenter top 10.
Definitely could have been.
But it was great.
Yeah, it was just a wild game. You know, our defense played so well all game and just gave us that opportunity at the end of the game just to try and get a drive together. Luckily, we were able to score, and then they were able to get another hold to force a field goal and just give us an opportunity there with a few minutes left to go down and get a touchdown. And you know, we were feeding off the crowd and feeding off the plays that people were making, and at the end of the day, you looked up at the scoreboard and we got the win, and couldn't be more thankful for it.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was there. It was awesome. So you have a bye week right after your first conference game. How has that helped your team for the rest of the season?
Yeah, you know, it's been great. We had a full week of practice still, just no game on Saturday. But you know, a lot of the guys that play, you know, on Saturdays were able to rest their body, take care of their body, but still kind of get that work in during the week and take care of kind of those little things. You know, we've been having, you know, those few little penalties and just those little minor mistakes each play that can kind of ruin, you know, the progress that you make the entire game. And you know, those things add up during the course of a game. So we really focused on trying to iron out those things during the week, and you know, those little detail things to prepare for the rest of this stretch, which is going to be very competitive. We have 7 more games, all really good PFL opponents, and you know, our big mentality is that anybody in this conference can beat anybody any week, and you know, we really respect that, and we really respect our opponents enough to make sure that we prepare for each game like it's a one-game season, and we want to go 1-0 every season, and that includes a bye week. So we kind of had the mentality that it's Butler week. You know, we're focusing on improving ourselves, and we still look at a little bit of our upcoming game against Moorhead, but you know, we're really trying to take care of those little detail things and then set us up for a position to move forward into the future and hopefully get 7 wins coming up.
And speaking of your game against Moorhead State and just the rest of your schedule, what are your expectations for the rest of this season as quarterback?
Obviously it's to win each and every one of those games, but you can't win all those games if you don't win the next game. Kind of like what I was saying, you know, we focus on that next game, and that's our biggest game of the year. You know, just to go 1-0 that week, and you know, we're coming up against Moorhead State, who's a great opponent, and we've played them the last few years, and you know, we've had really close games with them. And luckily we were able to get a couple victories, but they're always hard-fought games, and we know it's going to take 60 minutes just like against Campbell. So we're really preparing hard, and we're really preparing, you know, with that same mentality that, you know, we need to play a full 60 minutes in order to get a win. So
great. This is your final year, which is pretty sad but bittersweet at the same time. What are you going to remember the most after being here 5 years?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to remember the relationships that I've built with my teammates over the last 5 years, from coming in as a freshman and having those fifth-year seniors and fourth-year seniors mentoring you, to being this year as a fifth-year senior and mentoring some of the freshmen this year. Everything comes full circle, and just knowing that you develop those good relationships with some of the people that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, you're going to be friends with for the rest of your life, is going to be something that I'll cherish forever. Just really looking forward to finishing out this season strong and getting everybody some good memories that they can take with for the rest of their life.
Great, great. Well, Matt, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Tessa Falcons, and that's it for Off the Gridiron Butler Football. See you next time.